Hello friend, I am Tawfiq Islam. I am working in a leading PSU under Ministry of Defence, Government of India. I welcome you all for today's awareness program. Today our topic is IPR awareness program. We will discuss basic principle of IPR in 1 hour of today's program. So let's start. First of all, let me ask you about one simple question. What do you mean by property? I am talking about physical property. Everybody has some property. Some has gold ornament, some has land, some has building, flat, etc. So more or less every one of us have some property. All these properties are called physical properties because we can feel it, we can touch it, we can see it by our eyes. But can you define the property? What do you mean by property? I have very simple definition of property in just 3 words. Property means bundle of rights. Government grant this bundle of rights to the property holder. Like if you possess property, then it is your right to use it. You possess the right to sell. You can license your property. You can rent it if you like. You can mortgages. You can do any kind of construction. So all these bundle of rights are called property. Property is nothing but bundle of rights guaranteed by government of that region. Okay, so all these I have talked about are related to your physical property. Everybody has some idea about their property. So property means you will get all this right. Now let's talk about intellectual property. This is very important. In today's world, IP means intellectual property are very important. You cannot feel it, you cannot touch it, you cannot see it, but it has got existence. What is that? Intellectual property is the property which is the creation of human brain. Your brain can create something. Your creativity, your invention, your ideas. Based on your idea, you can produce some product and you can sell your product. So intellectual property is the property which is the creation of human brain. IP means creative ideas and expression of the human mind that have commercial value. This one is very important, commercial value. You may have so many ideas, everybody has. Every human mind has got some idea. But every idea cannot be commercialized. And that's why every idea cannot be an intellectual property. Only those few ideas based on which we can create a product, and that product, if we can sell in the market, if we can commercialize it, then only that idea is called intellectual property. So mind it, all your ideas are not intellectual property. Only those ideas which has got commercial value are called intellectual property. Intellectual property is an asset, although it cannot be seen by your open eye, but it is an asset. It can be bought, it can be sold or licensed or rent, like your physical property. Why intellectual property? This is the question every one of us has in mind. Why to create intellectual property when we can create our physical property? We can have ornament, we can have building, we can have flat, everything physical property. Why we will create intellectual property? Answer is, in today's modern world, if you want something extraordinary, you have to create intellectual property. The main reason of creating intellectual property are as follow. Intellectual properties are recorded and put in the public domain so that duplication in research is avoided. Once you have created something and your idea you have disclosed in front of government through government agency, and your research and your ideas, your creativity, your invention are put in the public domain, then throughout the world people can see your research. So people will not do the research again. So intellectual property once recorded will automatically avoids duplication of research. It is a matter of pride for any institution, be it company, be it government institution, be it R&D sector, educational institution, any kind of institution. It is a matter of pride to have some intellectual property named against that institution. So it is an indicator of achievement. If my institution, if my company where I am working, if it has got some intellectual property created on his her your name, then that is a matter of pride for all the employee of the institution. If we keep ourselves updated, and if we go through the latest development of technology through the IPR papers, then we will be updated ourselves. Published patent, those researchers and inventors, when put their research in the public domain, that will build up an ocean of scientific knowledge for all of us. Once intellectual property has expired after 20 years of exclusive right, after 20 years that intellectual property come to the public domain for public goods. Your intellectual property you can once created, it will give you an exclusive right of 20 years of monopoly. You and only you can use your intellectual property and commercialize it for your profit. So it once intellectual property is created, it will give you exclusive right to commercialize it. Okay, you can earn profit, royalty through your intellectual properties. You can transfer it, you can license it as you like. So that's why intellectual property, creation of intellectual property is so important. Now let's talk about the type of intellectual property. Here in the screen you can see there are 5 type of intellectual property. This is not all. It is only 5 important type of intellectual property. So there are some other intellectual property also, but for today's awareness program we are confining our talk for these 5 intellectual property only. So what are that? Patent, trademark, industrial design, GI, copyrights. These are 5 important intellectual property. Other than 5, there are other intellectual property also, like trade secret. That is not for today's domain. That will be discussed separately. Today our focus is to discuss about all these 5 type of intellectual property. So we will start with patent, and we will cover trademark, industrial design, GI and copyrights. Okay. In India, IP come under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Office of Controller General of Patent, Trademark, GI. Under Controller General, there are Patent and Design Office, Trademark Office, GI Office, and there is one training institute, RGNIIPM in Nagpur. Patent and Design Office are located in 4 metros. Trademark Office in 4 metros and Ahmedabad, and GI Office is in Chennai. Let's see about the IPO building in the 4 metros. Government of India in May 2016 has created National IP Policy. The main objective of National IP Policy are IPR awareness, generation of IPR, legal and legislative framework, administration and management, commercialization of IPR. Now let's talk about the patent. This is the first and most important intellectual property. Meaning of patent. Patent means to open, to disclose, to put in public domain. It is the opposite of word latent. So once patent is granted to a patentee, to an inventor, it means the invention, the research paper of that patentee will come into the public domain through government agency, and anyone can see their research. So patent means to open, to disclose your research. The concept of patent is similar to quid pro quo, means you are getting something in return of something. What patentee is getting? Patentee is getting the exclusive right for 20 years. In return for what? In return for their research and their invention, they are submitting to government for public domain. So patentee is giving their research to the government, and in exchange of that, government is granting them 20 years of exclusive right. 20 years of exclusive right to commercialize that research, that invention. Section 3(1)(m) of Indian Patent Law define the term patent as patent for any invention granted under this act. Means patent is granted only for invention and not for discovery. I will come to that point later on, but for the time being, you just understand that patent is only for invention. When you invent something, when you create something, a patent is for your creativity, your invention, and not for your discovery. If you discover something, that means the thing is already there, but known to the public, but not known to the public, but not known to the public. By your discovery, that thing is come to the public. So that patent is a bargain between inventor and government agencies, wherein government grant exclusive right to the patentee for 20 years. 20 years of monopoly right is granted by government in consideration of full disclosure of his invention. Okay. This one is most important. Patent is a territorial right. Means if patent is granted in India, then you will get this exclusive right in India only. You will not get the benefit in US or England or any other area. Patent is granted by country, and within the boundary of that country only you will get all the benefit. So there is nothing called worldwide patent. Okay. Now let's briefly talk about the historical background of patent in India. As you all know, as you are all aware, that India has got British past. 75 years back, we got our independence from British. So Indian patent law is primarily the legacy of the British past. In fact, at the time of independence, we don't have our own patent policy. Whatever the British government has given in 1911, that Indian Patent and Design Act 1911 was the governing legislation that was in force when India became independent. So till 1970, our Patent and Design Act was those given by British in 1911. Indian government at first enacted patent law in 1970, and after that it has got several amendments in 1974, 86, 99, 2002 and 2005. Prior to 1911, there is no prevalent patent law in India. In 1911, British government first came up with Indian Patent and Design Act. Had there been patent regime in India at ancient time, then we might have several granted patent in India because of our knowledge of medicine, Ayurveda and Hakimi Dawakhana, everything that would have fetched us several patents. But unfortunately, there was no patent law existed before 1911. After amendment of 2005 in Indian Patent Act 1970, India became TRIPS compliant nation. TRIPS means trade related intellectual property. So India is now TRIPS compliant nation, means whatever research is done in a TRIPS compliant nation, every TRIPS compliant nation will accept it, and whenever somebody claim patent for anything, that TRIPS compliant nation will see whether any kind of research is happened in that nation only, in a TRIPS compliant nation or not. If it is not happened in any TRIPS nation, then that patent claim is granted. So India has now become TRIPS compliant nation. Now let's talk about the nature of patent right. You know, there are Bill of Right. Our Indian Constitution also gives us certain right. That means we have right to freedom of speech, we have right to freedom of religion, we have right to freedom of speech. So many rights we is granted through our constitution. So all these constitutional rights are positive right, means it is granted to all the citizens of India. But patent right is something negative, because you are excluding everybody else. Only the inventor has got right over their invention, and you are excluding all the others from producing anything related to that invention. So patent right is a kind of negative right. It is an exclusive right, and since you are excluding all other and you are giving right to only the patentee, that's why it is called right in rem. Now let's talk about types of patent. As you can see in the screen, 3 different type of patent existed. One is called product patent, other is process patent, and third one is product by process patent. What is product patent? Suppose this is the product. A patentee is claiming patent against this product. Patent right. Exclusive right for 20-year monopoly. So what government agency will do? Government agency will see whether this product earlier created by any TRIPS compliant nation or not. If anywhere in the TRIPS compliant nation, if this product existed before, then patent claim will be rejected. But if patent claim found valid, if this product is new and it is not existed anywhere in the TRIPS compliant nation, then this product will be granted patent. Patent for exclusive right of 20 years to the patentee. Means the patentee only can create this product and market it. This is called product patent. Means nobody can create this product. However, the process by which this product is created, that can be used. Anyone can use it, but not to create similar type of product. They can use the process for other product. They can use the process for any other creation of any other product, but not the same. So this is called product patent. Now let's talk about process patent. We are in the shipbuilding industry. We produce blocks for ship. Okay. So we cannot claim product patent because block is the product. Anyone can build block, anyone can fabricate block, but we can claim process of making the block. Got my point? Suppose we in our company is building a block, particular block, by following certain steps. we can claim patent against that step. If it is very new, if it is available in the public domain, then it will not be granted. But if your process has got certain new steps, certain unique steps, and that step is only used by you, then you can claim patent against the process. That is called process patent. Third one is product by process patent. This one is more stringent because you are not only claiming patent for this product but also claiming the process of making this product. So this one is more stringent and this one is very rare also. Government generally do not grant patent for product as well as process. But there are certain product and process which is granted this patent for product and process both. So that is called product by process patents. Now, in the beginning, I told you that all your ideas cannot be patented. You cannot claim patent for all your ideas. Only those ideas which has got certain commercial value, that can be patented. But now just you see in the screen, essentials for obtaining patents. There are 4 criteria. Until or unless your invention, your research, your creation fulfill all these 4 criteria, then only you can claim patent and your claim might be granted by government. So what are the 4 criteria? First criteria, you can see this is the first criteria. The invention must not have been excluded by the Patent Act as non-patentable. Every country has got certain thing, certain field reserved for government. That field is reserved by government and no patent is granted related to that field. Like in India, nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is the field where government don't grant patent. Similarly, certain military and defense related research, government of India don't grant patent. So as a patentee, as a researcher, my first task is to see whether my research is in the field of exclusion or not. If my research is in the field of exclusion, then government will not grant patent. So my first task is that as a patentee, I will see that whatever field I am researching, that is not been excluded by the government as non-patentable. First criteria. If your research is beyond that excluded domain, then you can very well claim patent. So you are through first criteria. Now come the second criteria. This one is the second criteria. your invention must be novel or new. Just see the screen. Novelty criteria. This is the second criteria. Your research, your creation, your invention must be new. How can you check it? For checking whether your research is new or not, you have to research the prior art. Prior art means everything that has been published, presented, or otherwise disclosed to the public before the date of filing of complete specification. I will come to that point. Provisional specification, complete specification, when you file the patent, so that term will come later on. So when you file your patent for complete with complete specification, that date is called your filing of complete specification. If anything related to your research is published, presented, or disclosed in the public domain prior to that date, then that will be prior art for your research, and government will not grant any kind of patent. So if prior art existed, your research will not be new. If prior art is not existed, then only your research is considered as new. Suppose you belong to some region where very remote region, something is used by that region people only, so that may not have any prior art, and your invention might be considered new, and you follow the first criteria and second criteria, you are through. But whether your invention has got any inventive step or not, this is the third criteria. Suppose you belong to some remote region, and some people are using that particular thing from long time, but that prior art is not existed, nobody has recorded anything, and you claim patent against that product. What will happen? Then third step will be used as the criteria. The agency will see whether your product, your invention has got any inventive step or not. This is the most important criteria of any patent, because the examiner, patent examiner, they are the experts of that field. According to them, if your product, your research, your creation has got any inventive step, then only they will grant patent. If it is too obvious, if your product is obvious, it is known to everybody, there is no inventive step, then you will not be granted patent. So how you will check the inventive step is there or not? So there are criteria. Just see this. If your product or invention involve technical advancement compared to existing knowledge, if whatever you are claiming involves technical advancement or having economic significance, means whatever you are claiming has got some economic significance, means suppose people are working with something, and you have created some tool, and that making their life very easy, and they can do the work in half the time. So that has got some economic significance, because people now can produce twice the product, because half time they are doing the work. So that is got economic significance. So that means your product is having some inventive step. If your product is giving certain technical advancement or economic significance or both, then only your product will be fulfilled the criteria of inventive step. So this is the third criteria. Your product should not be too obvious to the examiner. It should have certain inventive steps. And last one, this one. It must have some industrial application. I have told you that your invention should have commercial value. Then only all the three steps is you have through. Your invention is not in the field of government reserve field. You are through criteria 1. Your invention is novel or new. You are through criteria number 2. Your invention has got inventive step. You are through criteria 3. But your invention, your product must garner some commercial gain. It should have certain commercial value, industrial application. Then only your patent will be granted. So patent examiner will see all these 4 criteria. So before applying for patent, it is the duty of patentee to see whether your invention is fulfilling all these 4 criteria or not. If it is fulfilling, if you are certain that your invention is fulfilling all these criteria, you very well go for patent, and you will get also, and patent will be granted also if you have researched all these things. Okay, now let's see some of the research. This paper clip, you see, this is now for 21st century it is too obvious, but so suppose in 18th century people has not did that kind of clip to hold the paper. So at that time this was the invention. Okay, so people problem at that time, paper holding was the problem. So this invention has solved their problem. Look at the picture. This is the zipper. It is now too obvious that everything has having zip. Bag, pant, any product you see, there are zip. Okay, but one point of time this zipper was the invention. Okay, adhesive tape, it is now too obvious, everybody is using adhesive tape, but once upon a time this was an invention. Ballpoint pen, in the childhood days we are writing this with this pen, you see, fountain pen. Now ballpoint pen has come and replaced this product. This was the invention at that time, ballpoint pen. Can you see this step? Michael Jackson step, leaning against gravity. How he is able to do that? because of his shoe, and he has got patent for the shoe also. Okay, so with the help of this kind of specially designed shoe, he can lean forward against gravity. So this step is very famous, Michael Jackson steps. See this young boy. He has created this kind of chess, circular chess. 6 people can play this chess at a time. So this is the child, Rideshwar Singh Bhati. He is the youngest patent holder of India. 2012 he has got patent for this circular chess. It is now also this patent is applicable. So he has got this exclusive right to build this product only. Nobody else can produce this product. So he is the patent holder. Nano car. It is related to our state. So it has got 31 design and 37 technology patent. Now let's talk about invention and discovery. I already told that patent is granted only for invention, not for discovery. Discovery means finding a new thing, property of a known material or article. Means that material or article is already existing. You just found out. Suppose Newton found gravity. So before Newton, gravity was there, but Newton is the first who found gravity. So Newton cannot claim patent against gravity, that this gravity I have discovered, so I have exclusive right to gravity. Can he claim it? No. So patent cannot be granted for discovery. Patent is only granted for invention. Mind it, invention. When you create new product, new process, you can claim patent. Okay. There are certain mistakes researcher, inventor do, and this is the common mistake. In our company also people are doing like that. What mistake? Publish their invention before filing patent. What will happen? Other will claim patent against your product. You have not filed it, so other will duplicate it. So it is my earnest request to all the inventor, all the researcher, all the creator. First you file patent, then only you disclose your patent to the public. Keep your research to very few people who is your confidant, who cannot disclose. Okay, and then file the patent, then only describe about your product. In enthusiasm, people has a tendency that I have created this tool and go on showing his invention to everybody, and what will happen? That will become prior art against his patent claim. So when you claim the patent, that will become your prior art, so you will not be granted patent. So keep that invention, creation to yourself or very limited people. Don't disclose it to everybody. After filing patent, you can very well tell anybody. You can tell anybody to use. You can show to the exhibition also. No problem. But before filing patent, you should desist from this. Okay. Now let me talk about non-patentable invention. There are certain invention which is not non-patentable. Section 3 of Indian Patent Law 1970. So it is written in the Indian Patent Law 1970 Section 3 that certain field, certain invention is not patentable. So even if it is an invention, but it is not patentable. I will describe about that. Like frivolous invention. Invention contrary to the well established natural law. Means as a patentee you have claimed that I have created one machine which can give more output than input. If it is your claim, then it is going against the well established natural law and the patent will be rejected. The examiner will not go into the detail, just see the tag that you are claiming output is greater than input, reject. Okay, that means your claim is more than 100% performance, which is not possible. Okay, you have created something which is going against public order or morality. Okay, in India we are a moral country. We feel that certain thing is immoral. So even if you have created something and that creation is going against the public morality, then patent will not be granted by government. Like in India, gambling is against public order and morality, and it is against the law also. So gambling machine, if you have created in India, you will not be granted patent. Similarly, weapon of mass destruction, if you have created something, weapons of mass destruction, you will not be granted patent. You have created something which will help committing theft, that will not be granted. You have created machine for counterfeiting of currency note, that counterfeiting currency note, patent will not be granted. You have created something, adulteration of food, by which adulteration of food can be done. Food adulteration, it is a crime, so patent will not be granted. So anything you have created which is going against the public order or morality, patent will not be granted. If your creation, if your claim, if your invention is just a discovery, that means the item was there existing but you have discovered it, patent will not be granted for that. Okay, so mere discovery, you will not be granted patent. A substance obtained by mere admixture, you have just mixed it and create something, patent will not be granted. If after mixing of the two, if certain extraordinary benefit is happened, if certain new thing is totally new thing created, then only examiner will grant patent. Otherwise, just mixing of the two substance, patent will not be granted. Method of agriculture in India, we are a agri-based nation. So our farmer creates some process of improved agriculture. So method of agriculture cannot be patented. One farmer cannot claim that I have created this method, so I have exclusive right to use this method for agriculture. Government will not grant patent. Okay, unless or until if you have created some machine by which your agricultural produce is expanded, then only government will grant patent for that machine only, not for the method of agriculture. Any medicinal or surgical process, doctor, surgeon, if they claim that this process of surgery I have invented and I have exclusive right to use it, sorry, that will not be patented. Your method of medicine, method of surgery, curative method, diagnostic method, therapeutic method, all these are non-patentable. You have created some mathematical formula and you are claiming patent. In India you will not get patent. In US you will get, but in India you will not get patent. You have created something literary, dramatic, musical work, artistic work, and you are claiming patent. Patent will not be granted. You will get the copyright. You have invented something which has got traditional use. Traditional knowledge is there about that, and you are claiming patent. Patent will not be granted because that item is already in the traditional knowledge. So patent will not be granted. So by this we are coming to end of our present topic, awareness. Now you can see the screen, drafting of patent. This is the second part which I will describe in my next video. Till then just pray for me and have a nice day. Thank you very much.